We are now in the town of Centralia. We're more or less in the town, as we're still trying to look for it technically. This is a coal mining town. We're on a dirt road and a closed off road that's not being used anymore. There's a lot of shrubs, trees, and things, and I see in the distance this little in the valley. You see this something like a church or some old something. Looks like it's a church, and it's a little hard to figure out where we are, but we're not too far from some of the other monuments, and we're parked in the middle of nowhere going up a gravelly dirt road and looks for a town that doesn't actually exist anymore. There were like a few houses in the middle of nowhere that looked like they're abandoned. A few other interesting things, you know, where there's not much out here. It's a town that doesn't really run anymore after the underground fire. And we're on foot because there's no real road to find out where exactly we're going. As you see, it's all desolate out here in the middle of this valley of, you can see we're walking out. See, we're walking up, and a lot of gravel. You can feel it's a little warm out here, the town. And we're somewhere in the middle of an area. You can see that there's old road here that's actually all ripped apart. You know, the rocks are very messy, and see the street. There's mostly abandoned stuff out here in the valley. It looks like there's a fire station off in the distance there. But you can probably tell, you can smell a bit of coal out here, mining over there. You can see how everything, there's like nothing out here, and I have to watch my step here. It's all black out here, the dirt, you know, and other people just visit. You know, you see all like old things and little ditches of what used to be here. We're standing pretty much on it.
No, this is the town down in here.
Oh. As you can see, everything here is abandoned, all burnt, all things. All used to be houses out here, and you can see the mountain, you know, the coal mountains. Everything underground is burning. You can see if you look.
If you go over there, you put your hand on there, you can cook a steak on them rocks. But no, that's part. If you want to, you're not going to fall through here, okay? You know what I mean, just don't go like when you go to.
Everything down here, the fire is underground. The beams, those the bricks that's on the side of the house to help support the house from the fire that's going on underground. As you can see, a lot of things are dark. You can feel the heat a little bit. See, everything here is like burnt, you know, and everything. See, there's just absolutely nothing out here. As you can see, everything here is messed up. The roads and everything is because of what's burning underground. You can see everything here is just like desolate. It's burning. In some areas you can actually see the smoke rising. See, there's just absolutely nothing. You can see things that are burning. If you look carefully, you know, you can see all kinds of messed up, and the land's a bit soft. You can smell the sort of the sulfur and the burning underneath you, and you know, it's interesting. There's just like nothing here. Everything's burnt. You know, you can see everything is burned. If you well, if there really isn't much, you know, you see everything that's just like a dump, you know, and that, and not much more. It's there's just nothing. You can see the pipe there has helped vent some of the gases that you have out here that are underneath us, and but everything down here is part of what used to be an actual town, and this fire started. As you can see, there's all pieces of road that have since been mined. Everything's out of shape. You can, if you look, so you can see pavement and things. Everything's all cracked, ripped, black, dark, burnt. It's because there's a fire underneath, you know, right far underground. And you see there's just nothing. You know, you see everything that's dead, or, you know, just a lot of trash and that kind of thing. If you go to some parts, you can actually feel how hot the ground is and the rocks are. And see, everything around here, the whole valley, everything is underground, is burning because of so, well, it's not necessarily safe to be here, but
he went up that way, but I think it means
so see, the roads are all like, see all the black, seeing everything. And those, you see vents here and there. Everything that's burned, like the trees and the branches that are all black, are part of what's being burnt. And you know, you go around, and there's not really much. These roads are pretty bad, but this is a stone road. As you can see here, everything is just all falling apart. We're down here where we parked. You can see there's trails everywhere. There's things that are here, trash, you know, things that were part of the town. All these sort of trails that look like they're abandoned and go nowhere or lead to different areas. There's a lot of things that are being burnt. You know, we're on like sort of a little tiny dirt road on the side. And there's our crew. It's a little shady here. You can feel a little heat, you know, from below the road which we came up on. And you look, you can see all, you know, stones that look like there's something was here. Wood, things that are like all black. The trail, the road's all kind of turns, and you know, it's all over the place. And you see the coal mountain there in the distance. And everything underground is like burning. So, but we will continue on our trip as we wait for our other guest. So,
there's the rocks I found.
yeah. Our other crew member has finally arrived at the top of this little hill here.
Whoa.
And he's standing on top of the little side road. As you can see, is all just crumbling. You see as the road sort of comes down. Yeah, there we go.